I've been doing a little bit of running this last week and I'm feeling pretty stiff, so when I've been getting back home I've been making use of the chair in the doorway to do a bit of stretching. And I use this a fair bit with my patients a lot because I find it's a really useful way to get deep into a stretch, because you can use the doorway, which gives you a bit of stability. You can hold on to that and get yourself into some different positions and get deeper into your stretching. So I'm just going to run through a couple of stretches that I've been doing that I hope you might find useful also at home. So the first one is actually building on a stretch we did, I talked about in the last post on the blog, which was a hip flexor stretch. And here I've just upped the ante a little bit by lifting my foot up on a chair, but it's essentially the same thing. And you can reach back with one hand, you can reach over to the side while staying forward into the stretch, you can reach around either way, or you can combine all those motions, and that's where you can get really nice and deep into a stretch, stretching in 3 planes of motion. From there I might go to my hamstring stretch. So I've got my legs straight up on the chair, and I'm just going to flex, keeping a straight back, just flex forward first of all. I can change the angle of my foot, or I can just drive with my down one way into side bending, starting to stretch in different planes again. I can reach around one way, hold on the other side, reach around the other way. From there I can go to a stretch for my hip external rotators, my gluteus muscle, my IT band, and I can have that knee going out at varying different angles, and first stretching a flexion or sagittal plane forward and back. Again, I can just go into a side bend, I can reach around into rotation, I can do all of that on the other side as well, where I can combine all those planes of motion by reaching through under the knee. I can then move that knee across my body and do the whole same thing again. And then finally, the other one I've been using, I mean we can do any number of stretches here, it's just getting into even my shoulder, my latissimus dorsi or lats a little bit by having the foot up on the chair, reaching up high, and then driving with my pelvis. First off one way, then while pulling away still, driving the other way. Gets me a really nice stretch. And from there I can go into flexion by tucking under, pushing back, tucking under with the pelvis, or I can go into rotation either way. Feels really good for my back. So I hope you'll find some of those useful. If you can't find a door, could be anything you can make useful. I sometimes use the edge of the cupboard and a chair when I'm not able to open the door to the treatment room.